While most Americans had to write a big fat check to the government today to pay their taxes, over 100,000 federal workers are not paying their taxes. In 2021, the IRS found that almost 150,000 federal workers owe about $1.5 billion in unpaid taxes.
Wow.
Over 5,000 of them work at the IRS and owe $50 million in overdue taxes. Even though the IRS can fire its workers that are not paying their taxes, only 20 people have been terminated. That double standard is something Senator Joni Ernst, Senate Doge Caucus Chair, wants to stop. She's introducing several bills aimed at cleaning up the IRS. One bill would require IRS employees to be audited every year and fired if they don't pay their taxes. But while the IRS is not catching the tax cheats on their own payroll, they are busy arming their workforce. Ernst is also calling.
That's crazy. Your own employees aren't paying taxes. It's almost like the Drug Enforcement Agency not firing members of their team who engage in possession and who consume drugs. It's almost like that. You're an agency that is meant to collect taxes and prosecute citizens who don't pay their taxes. And you have people on staff who are committing the same crimes trying to enforce tax collection. That's crazy. This is the kind of thing that you hear, and then you begin to wonder why one party, mostly on the left, is opposed to accountability of federal workers.
Calling out 10 million taxpayer dollars the IRS has spent on guns and ammo, stockpiling 4,500 guns, 5 million rounds of ammo, even 15 machine guns.
This is crazy. The U.S. Constitution is a unique document designed to protect the citizens against the government. But here you are watching the government of the United States actively, trying to flip the Constitution to become a document that protects the government against the citizens. They want to remove the Second Amendment. They want to remove the First Amendment. They want to repeal all of those from the Constitution, make it sound like it's an absurd and outdated idea to follow those amendments of the Constitution. And then you have agencies like the IRS and the ATF who actively arm themselves against the United States citizens. Yes, I know that there are some crazies out there who might respond to the tax collector with a shotgun. But that doesn't mean that you should spend this much time arming your employees who themselves are tax evaders against citizens that they are being taxed to go and collect taxes from. That makes no sense. Well, this is just my reaction. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And I don't know. Does this make sense? I'm trying to understand how this works. I come from a country where there is no protection against the government. The government is armed against its citizens, has used arms against its citizens. The government's workers actively operate like those agencies are their own personal fiefdoms. And I've seen this work in a third world country. And when I see the United States inching closer and closer to that, I feel very concerned. So let me know what you think in the comment section about this video and my response to this video. And what are your thoughts about these ideas that the IRS actually keeps employees on staff who don't pay their taxes, yet they are arming their staff to go out to collect taxes from the general population. Help me make it make sense, okay, in the comment section.
For every one billionaire that backed President Trump, Kamala Harris had 2. 9 of the 10 richest counties in America are represented by Democrats. 65% of Americans making over $500,000 a year today are Democrats. 75% of hedge fund managers who make political donations donate to Democrats, and 95% of political donations from the top 3 management consulting firms go to Democrats. Meanwhile, President Trump absolutely crushed with Americans who make under $100,000 a year. The Democrats are the party of the wealthy. And Donald Trump is representing the working class because he simply lifted the pro-worker elements of the Democrats' agenda when they abandoned the working class to cater to their rich base. This is all performance art. And what's so upsetting about it is they are being paid by the American people to serve them, and they are doing nothing of the kind.